up, ladies and gentlemen, and big fluffy unicorns everywhere? And we did it, and we're doing it again. And this time we're going all in on Faze Swagg. I'm gonna try to make this quick because I ain't trying to waste all my time in the world on this cat. But we gonna get into this. You wanted 40-year-old Battledads? Gen X here for you, bruh. Check this out.
The thing I will say this, I think game developers and why people, they gotta understand, they need to cater to games that are people for 18, 19, 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you try to cater to people who enjoyed Modern Warfare 2 20 years ago, bro, it's just not gonna work out.
All right, you just heard it come from Swagg's mouth straight up. And Swagg says game developers need to cater to the youth and calls out Battlefield players. Well, Infamy did it, says you need to call your father. You need to thank him and his generation, because if it wasn't for him, you literally wouldn't be here, okay? And your dad probably helped create more than you'll ever know, because based on your age, that probably puts your conception around the golden era of Call of Duty. And that means at that time, your dad, after he was done pumping your mom, probably went like I did and played Call of Duty. And we'd play it, we'd have a good fucking time, we'd enjoy it, we'd hang out and talk with our friends, and then we'd go pump your mom. Well, not me, but you get it. And then we go play more Call of Duty. Then we pump your mom. Play more Call of Duty. Pump your mom. Woo, getting hungry. Your mom, go make us a sandwich. Then we couldn't play Call of Duty while we were eating our sandwich, so we checked out this new thing called YouTube. And guess what? They were playing Call of Duty on YouTube. So we're like, oh, hell yeah. I'm eating my sandwich. I'm going to watch some Call of Duty, and we're watching all the trolls, people doing funny videos, and then all of a sudden we see these crazy fucking hella good players that are, you know, running across the cranes on the top of high-rise doing 360 no-scope collateral kills, and we're like, oh shit, I got to get my game up in Call of Duty. So we jump back in there, and we start putting in work. We in there putting in work. We dedicating hours into this shit. And the game's popular, and we're liking the shit. And then we go pump your mom some more. She makes us a sandwich, and we wash, rinse, repeat this cycle over and over and over and over and over again. Pump your mom, play Call of Duty. Pump your mom, play Call of Duty. Pump your mom, eat a sandwich, watch YouTube, play Call of Duty. That's what we did, and everything blew up. The game as a whole, Call of Duty, was doing good because we, after we would pump your mom, we'd go to YouTube and we'd watch the videos and we'd like and comment, and then we'd create a community in there. And then we figured out that the crazy 360 no-scopers were part of this clan called Faze Clan, and they were awesome. And then all of a sudden they were having challenge battles. Faze Clan versus Optic. Yeah, I'm gonna pump your mom and I'm gonna go watch this shit. It is so good. Now I gotta go fucking play Call of Duty so I can get good. Oh my God, so tired. And your mom is so horny. So we gotta pump your mom and get those sandwiches so we can play more Call of Duty and watch more YouTube. And we created the Faze Clan. Our love for OG Faze gave you the clan that you are now currently representing and living in a house of. Okay? So your dad and our generation is literally the reason why you were able to say the stupid shit that you're saying on X right now. And speaking of stupid shit that Swagg says on X, we're going to take another quote from the video that you've already watched.
All the Battledads who were on Twitter ranting, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? They're not the ones putting the time in, but they had the most to say. There's a reason why Battlefield's number 6 on the leaderboard for console.
You're right, Swagg, but that's not the silver bullet that you think it is. But like I said, you're right. There is a reason, okay? And it's called Call of Duty HQ. It's called cross-gen compatibility, meaning the games like Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 can still be played on PS4s and Xbox Ones, whereas Battlefield is only on PS5, Series X and S, and PC. Okay, so you keeping up with me there? There's that. That's one reason. The other reason is Call of Duty HQ. Now, Battlefield, we have to explain what it is. It's a full-priced premium title brought to you by EA and DICE with a free-to-play version called RedSec, which is their Battle Royale. Not my niche, not my thing. I stick to Conquest, but I did buy the game. Full price, okay? Like many other people. Now, moving on. You know what Battlefield is. You know what RedSec is. Let's match it up against Black Ops 7 and Warzone. Pump the brakes real quick, Swagg. We can't do that. And the reason why we can't do that is because Call of Duty HQ. They won't give us the numbers. The only numbers that we have, the only metrics that we have are for Steam. That's it. Steam's the only one that reports them. And I get it. I understand. Microsoft, they want to get their nut. They want to make sure they get that ROI. Sorry. God, who I was talking to for a minute. Return on investment, okay? Microsoft and Xbox, they just busted a monstrosity of a nut. No, not your mom. But for the acquisition of Activision, Blizzard, and King to the tune of $76 billion. And they want that ROI back real fucking bad. So what Activision does is they use the same template that they used for Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Vanguard, World War II, Warzone, COD Mobile. They stuff it all in to the Call of Duty HQ, and then they report back to the investors, back to the shareholders. Oh, well, we just set another record for active monthly users on Call of Duty HQ. And then the investors, not being gamers, they're like, oh, damn, that's great. This shit's working out. When in all actuality, like you're going to see, Black Ops 7 down bad. It's down way bad. It's down bad compared to Black Ops 6. And Black Ops 6, for a lot of people, was the last straw. They were done. Let's take a look at it, Swag. You ready? Now, we're going to be biased here. We're going to use Microsoft Bing. Okay, because if anybody needs to shine a light that makes Call of Duty look good, it is going to be Microsoft. And I hear you, Microsoft. I feel you. Okay? What game has been bought more, Battlefield 6 or Black Ops 7? Okay? In terms of sales, Battlefield 6 has been the better performer, selling over 10 million copies within its first month and making it the best-selling game in the franchise's history. In contrast, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 has seen a significant decline in sales, down over 60% compared to its predecessor, Black Ops 6. Despite this, Black Ops 7 remains popular among players with a peak of 67,607 players on Steam during its launch. Swagg, Activision, Treyarch, I want y'all to stand up right now. Give yourself a big old round of applause. Pat yourselves on the back. 67,000 players on launch on Steam. That's insane. I mean, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate day one release. You guys were probably sitting at what? 200,000, 300,000 concurrent players if we had to guesstimate, because let's face it, Activision isn't giving us the console stats, right? That's impressive. Good job. Good job, everybody. Well done. Okay, let's ask Bing about Battlefield. What were the concurrent peak players on Battlefield 6's launch on Steam? You see that? You see that, Swag? That's 6 digits. Not those 6 digits. That's AI slop. No, those 6 digits. Yeah. You want to read it out loud? You want to comment below what that number is? No? Okay, I got you. 747,440 concurrent players on Battlefield 6's launch on Steam. Maybe my math's not mathing, but launch-wise, you got your shit pushed in. Just saying. Call of Duty HQ ain't going to help you with that. Okay? But hey, that's not fair. What about Battle.net? What about Xbox? Okay? What was the total peak player count for Black Ops 7 on Battle.net? Bing says 100,332 players. Ooh, okay. That's stepping up right in the right direction. 100,332 players. And then you add on the 67,000 from Steam. Okay. All right. Then you got to take into consideration console users. You guys are pushing up on the 500,000 mark, maybe. Well, okay. What was the peak concurrent players for Black Ops 7 on Xbox? The peak concurrent players for Black Ops 7 on Xbox are not publicly detailed, but it is noted that the game reached a peak of 100,332 players on Steam on November 16th, 2025. Now, Swag, again, maybe my math's not mathing here, but that number seems really, really familiar. Yep, that's what I thought. 100,332 players on Steam 100,332 players on BattleNet. That one says 67,607. So do the math, put the fake numbers on top of the real numbers, add them all together. It still doesn't equal 747,440 concurrent players. Now, again, maybe my math's not mathing. I don't know why Bing would want to make Call of Duty look down bad like that. Just saying. Just saying. And with the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription fee going up to $30, a lot of people canceled that shit, so they didn't even play the game. They didn't even play it. So, yeah, there's some stats for your ass.
That's why when all those Battledads were getting mad, I was like, what? If you're 15 years old, 16 years old, 17 years old, why the fuck would you want to sit there and play some slow-ass movement game? You know what I'm saying? Who would want to do that?
All right, ladies, gentlemen, and big fluffy unicorns, we're going to close it with this last comment that Faze Swagg had made in the clip that you already seen, and that is about movement. Okay, Swagg, come on, man. Seriously. You're from Gen X genes. I can't believe that you're that to not understand that in Battlefield 6, pulling out your knife doesn't get you to the objective faster. I understand. You grew up on that TikTok brain rot where you wake up every single morning, you flip on your PC, your Twitch streams, you get your game loaded, you snort your fucking G Fuel, you shove a fucking funnel up your ass and down fucking 5 gallons of fucking Monster energy drink. I understand. That's how you get your content. Fair enough. Do what you gotta do, but keep Battlefield out your mouth.
Keep my game's name out your motherfucking mouth!
Just because you pull out your knife in that game and it makes you faster doesn't mean that you're going to be able to spawn at your base in Battlefield and get to the objective just as fast. Why is that? Okay, we'll stick it to the Call of Duty lanes. You take the biggest map in Call of Duty, and you could probably run from one end of it to the other end of it in probably less than a minute, right? Some cases, 35, 45 seconds. Pull your knife out, completely uncontested, full lobby, run all the way from one end to the other. Okay, yeah, look at you. You're a speed demon. You keep going, King. You keep going, King. But in Battlefield, the biggest map in Black Ops 6 or Black Ops 7 is roughly the equivalent of one fucking objective on a map that has 6 objectives. So, of course, you're not going to be able to spawn in Battlefield, pull out your knife, and beat a goddamn jet to the objective. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Battlefield is not Call of Duty, never has been Call of Duty, and in my opinion, is a far superior game to Call of Duty. Call of Duty is literally TikTok brain rot, wash, rinse, repeat, death cycle. That does everything in its power to convince you with its dopamine kicks to keep playing and keep buying the shit that they're selling instead of doing what EA and DICE did, listen to the community, listen to the Battlefield labs, and gave us the fucking game that we wanted. And that's why a dominant portion of Call of Duty players that are currently playing Battlefield are fucking loving it. We in Battlefield, us Battlefield dads, give a rat's ass about your slide canceling, your bunny hopping, your wall jumping, your fucking omni movement systems. We don't care. You bring the best of what Call of Duty has as far as movement and you put it on the same playing field as Battlefield, Battlefield will win every time because we will run your ass over with a fucking tank. Hell, we might even jet kamikaze your ass and teabag you while we blow up a fucking propane tank. You can't get that in Call of Duty, but you can in Battlefield, baby, and I'm unapologetic about it. Battlefield never came out and talked shit about the way Call of Duty does this, Call of Duty does that. Battlefield veterans never ran their mouths about, oh, well, it's Call of Duty's fault that, you know, Battlefield 5 sucks or Battlefield 1's not as good as what we thought it was going to be. Y'all are a bunch of soft batch, baby back, little snivel bitches, still barely fresh out your mother's basement, talking shit about a franchise because your shit's down so bad in comparison to previous titles in the Call of Duty franchise. And look, Swag, I get it. You're desperate. Call of Duty's down so bad right now. Activision's in full-on damage control mode. They're probably calling every damn content creator, every damn whitelisted person they got, telling them, hey, hard sell that the game doesn't suck. Hard sell it. Hard sell it. Blame everything but Activision. Blame everything but Call of Duty. And that's exactly what you're doing by calling out Battledads, trying to diminish how good Battlefield 6 is. You can't hate on the numbers. You can't hate on the overall players. You can't hate on the hype that is still in this game, and we ain't even hit Christmas yet. What is Black Ops 7 going to do? We get any kind of increase in Battlefield 6, what, you guys are just going to come out and start fucking hating again? Over and over and over? And I get it. That's your job. You got to make sure Call of Duty looks good. That's why they let you get away with the shit that you do get away with. I'm not saying that you're cheating. It's alleged. I'm just saying you get banned a lot live on stream, and then when you get to LANs, you ain't even half of the player that you are when you're sitting in the FaZe Clan house. I'm just saying that's a little conspiracy theory. The frogs are gay tinfoil hat. I'm just saying. I'm not going to get all Alex Jones on you, but I am saying it does look a little suspect. Okay, just throwing it out there. But you have the ability to be able to contact Activision. And you have a platform where you can reach hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, just based on the FaZe Clan name alone. And instead of trying to do something to better Call of Duty and better the game in and of itself for the community, and to try to help the developers get the best Call of Duty out to the community of players, instead you use that platform to run your mouth at Battlefield 6. Run your mouth at Battledads. Well, wanted Battledads, you got one. I'm right here, and I'm telling you, keep my game's name out your motherfucking mouth. Stay in your 3 lanes, Swag. That's where you belong. Get your little knife, run over there and tell Activision, okay? You'll get over there real quick, remember? You got your knife out, run as fast as you can back to Activision and tell them, fuck off. Fix the game. Listen to the community. Because until then, I have nothing to do with Call of Duty. Nothing. It is essentially the Titanic. You are on that. You jumped ship long ago. And you are going down with that ship. And until Xbox and Phil Spencer take the helm and hopefully can course correct it, I'll never come back. That's my last hope. Is a course correction because of Xbox and Phil Spencer being at the helm. Activision, they've lost all good graces as far as I'm concerned. And anybody that wants to try to upsell or hard sell an Activision product at this point, they're no different to me than Activision. So you do you, enjoy your 3 lanes. I'm going to be out here on the battlefield. Hope to see you, buddy. Peace. Suck what? Yo, do I get to do it next time? No, shut the fuck up, man. We got to press the button. We got to close this thing out. I got to get it edited and posted and all this other. No, but it's my turn. Well, fine. Well, look. Hey, everybody, look. No, stop it. Okay. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and all those other fun little holidays. I hope y'all have a blessed one. And yeah, I hope to see you on the battlefield. I get to do the next one, right? Give me the fucking button. Stop it. Give me it. No, put the duct tape down. No! right, so while I was doing the editing features here, I did run into this message that we just received from Call of Duty. You can go over to X and go to Call of Duty on X, and they will give you a direct link to this. I'm going to read it to you verbatim. A message from the Call of Duty team. First off, thank you all for the feedback we have received over the last few months. Call of Duty has enjoyed long-standing success because of all of you. A passionate community that demands excellence and deserves nothing less. We also know that for some of you, the franchise has not met your expectations fully. To be very clear, we know what you expect, and rest assured, we will deliver, over-deliver on those expectations as we move forward. With respect to Black Ops 7, we set our sights to deliver a spiritual successor to Black Ops 2, and the studios have poured their passion into making a great game that all of us are very proud of. But it's one thing for us to say it, more importantly, it's up to you to try it and judge it for yourself. So as it relates to Black Ops 7 and the future of Call of Duty, here are a few important notes. 1, you'll have the opportunity to play Black Ops 7 for free. Next week, we are opening the doors for everyone to jump in and play Black Ops 7 multiplayer and the zombies for a free trial along with double XP weekend. We would like you to experience the game firsthand and decide for yourself. Number 2, we are committed to unprecedented seasonal support. Your continuing feedback will help shape our seasonal updates over the coming months. Season 1 is the largest live season ever, and we're just getting started. We won't rest until Black Ops 7 earns its place as one of the best Black Ops games we have ever made. 3, our strategy going forward is changing. We will no longer do back-to-back releases of Modern Warfare or Black Ops games. The reasons are many, but the main one is to ensure we provide an absolutely unique experience each and every year. We will drive innovation that is meaningful, not incremental. While we aren't sharing those plans today, look forward to doing so when the time is right. To be clear, the future of Call of Duty is very strong, and we believe our best days are ahead of us, given the depth and talent of our development team. We have been building the next era of Call of Duty, and it will deliver precisely on what you want, along with some surprises that push the franchise and the genre forward. We look forward to welcoming you in, listening to you, and moving forward together. That is an official statement from Call of Duty Black Ops on the official Call of Duty blog site. So go over there, check that out for yourself. I'm not going to opine too much on this right now because I'm a little winded, but yeah, believe it when I see it. Peace!